Hello, everybody. After recently watching Drishyam 2, and upon knowing that was the first Indian movie to be made in China, I looked up the information on Wikipedia. As it turns out, Drishyam is the first Malayalam movie to gross half a million Indian rupees in the box office, and in the international market, it has grossed 750 million. I'm not too sure if it's dollars or rupees. Doesn't matter, but it's a phenomenal accomplishment. So that said, I was a little curious to know how the different cultures would make the same movie in their own way. And to apart from China, the movie has crossed the oceans and gone to made it to Sri Lanka as well, and there was a Sri Lankan singular version as well. So, anyways, I uh, I just watched the singular version, and I was not too impressed. Uh, Partly because I think, in my view, the success of a movie is would be primarily if the actors, the star cast, if they look the part, 50% is scored because they look the part they play, and the remainder of 50% is with them, and it largely relies on performance of the actors. Now that said, the singular version, when I saw, I don't mean this in a derogatory way. The actors should look their part, and if when I saw, it was a little amusing to see the protagonist. I don't know who the actor, or I don't watch singular movies, and so the person who plays Mohanlal's part, George Kutty, original character. He is there's a scene where he is visiting his wife's parents, and the father-in-law, and looks the actor who plays the father-in-law looks the same, around the age of the son-in-law, and that was a little putting off. And even in terms of, I mean, it's exactly the Malayalam movie or the Indian movie, but I wasn't too impressed because I had seen the original version, and I seen the Mohanlal doing the protagonist, and seen the Tamil version with Kamal Hassan, and then I saw the Hindi version with uh, I don't believe I watched the entire movie, but I just, out of curiosity, I watched the actor who plays Singham. I guess that's who was doing Mohanlal, or the protagonist, and not anyways. But more than anything, I was curious as to know how the Chinese would make this movie. I don't know if it was made. It's said to be the Chinese version. Don't know if it's Mandarin, Cantonese, or Taiwanese, but it looks like don't understand any of these languages. So regardless, I took a chance and I watched the entire movie on YouTube. It's freely available on YouTube. Anybody could watch it. If you get a minute, give it a gander because it's fully worth it. Of all the different versions I've seen, I think the Chinese version is top the list because I don't know the. I think the star cast. I don't know who these actors are, but they perfectly fit the role they play. Every one of them. unbelievable, unbelievable. Uh, in the in the uh, in the Chinese version, they even had uh, see in the Malayalam or the Tamil version the same. The two the kid who plays the protagonist or Mohanlal or George Kuti. He has two daughters. The younger child is probably in the first version. Uh, she's probably between 6 to 8 uh, years old. But in the Chinese version, they had a little child, little tot. She's probably 3 to 4 years old. A cute little tot playing that character, and she has. It doesn't for a moment feel. I don't know how they made this child act so well. It doesn't look like acting. Everything looks so natural and so authentic. And none of these actors are camera. I didn't see the trace of one little trace of the actors being camera conscious or making an effort to act. It looks like it's they are being themselves, and it just the performance of the star cast is unbelievable. And more than anything, they look the part they play. That's the most important thing. And kudos to the Chinese version. And like I said, if you get a minute, look it up on the YouTube. It's free. And I guess you won't, if you take the time, if you're a movie buff, if you're into movies, at least for comparison's sake, it won't be a wasted time watching it. And if you're like me, you won't regret watching it. And uh, it's so give it a gander. And thank you for listening. And bye now.